Okay, it says we are live. And welcome to all you participants out in our auction. And glad to have you here. And if you're watching this later, please just let me know by email if you're new for starters. And if you are, send me all your information that I need to know for shipping, your PayPal information, and your real name, if of course that should be in the shipping information. Because sometimes the YouTube name is not the same as your real name. And let me think of what else. Oh, yeah. So I typically do bidding in dollar increments. After $10, we say two, but sometimes I'll change it to just one. I'll let you know. After I post a sold, that ends the bidding. Once the sold is posted in the chat, unless you're a sniper and you got in there right before the sold, that happens sometimes. If there's multiple items, though, of course, the sold only means that the bidding is on that one particular item is closed, or depending on how the bidding is. I'll explain it when it happens. And I do have silver and gold items tonight. I don't think I've tested any of them, so I'll let you know that, though, as we come across them. And so just to let you know. Okay, so that covers the bulk of things. Let me see. Okay, for those that are new, I'm up in can't talk tonight. Northwest Vermont. And we have been doing this for a little while now. And so for shipping, generally I use Pirate Ship. Everyone's okay, Marlene. Thanks for asking. I was going to get to that, so I'm glad I'll jump off to that right now. My sister was in Florida and was affected by the hurricane. She is on the ocean on the west coast in Hudson, town called Hudson, not too far from Clearwater. They had about an 8 to 9 foot storm surge. Their house is built on what they call is built to, I forget what they call the standard, but it's built basically on stilts. So the bottom walls of the house are what they call breakaway. So if a storm surge comes up, it's supposed to knock the walls down without knocking the house down. And that effectively sort of was what happened. They didn't actually knock the walls down; they kind of bowed them out. But everything she had downstairs was destroyed. Anything she has stored down there was just washed out and totally gone. Fortunately, nothing serious was damaged. I mean, they had a refrigerator and I think maybe a freezer and that kind of thing. It doesn't float. The house doesn't float. It just sits up on stilts about, I guess, 8 or 10 feet above the ground. So to look at it, you think it's all the way down to the ground because it does have walls all the way around, all the way down. But it doesn't. Those walls are designed to basically collapse or so that the building doesn't get knocked. The main house that you live in. That downstairs space is not supposed to be living space. They don't insure it. It's not. So anything that's damaged down there, not covered by insurance. So she did lose some things. But they survived. The roof, you got, I guess, 50 or 60 mile an hour gusts, maybe something like that. And so the roof was okay. The rest of the house okay. They got power back within a few days, so that was lucky for them because there was talk about it being up to 2 weeks because the power company wanted to inspect every single house before they turned the power on, and I guess they decided that was not a good idea. So wow, she's got a lot of family and friends down there, so they've been helping them, got the whole place out, and they've had to cut out all that sheetrock and all that stuff. And it's looking good, and they're making good progress. And the pool is just full of who knows what for debris that was thrashed in, and their dock was washed right up into the yard. So, but they're good, and they're right. That's what's important is that they're all safe and healthy. And she was lucky because her son has a home inland, and that's where they spent the time. Actually, they evacuated because they were what they call the Zone A, so they had to evacuate. A lot of people didn't, and they paid the price. So, unfortunately, in the sense of there were some people who didn't make it. I don't know her in her particular area, but I know that it was rough, and not as bad as they didn't have as many casualties in Florida as they did in North Carolina, because they were the first hit, and in South Carolina and Georgia and Tennessee had some significant losses as well. It's unfortunate, but theirs was due to flooding predominantly. Florida was down prominently from flooding, combination of flooding and wind. So this some of the videos you watched out there on YouTube, just amazing. When I watch it, I watch the Florida TV stations because I find that they have better information than some of the national networks because they got people on the ground. So so they're okay. She's right now helping other people actually, and that's the way they are in Florida. They help each other. So she's down helping other people clean out their homes and things like that. So, and it's going to be that way for a while. The picture she sent me of the piles of debris on the sides of the road from people emptying out their houses was just staggering. So, yeah. Unfortunately, my wife and I were talking about the pets and stuff. We were trying to figure out if this, we would gladly take one if we could. We have the room and we have the capability, but it's what they want to charge you for getting them here is sometimes a bit on the crazy side. So, but we're still she's still actively looking into that. So, and I know there's some of the organizations that are working on trying to help with that. So we'll see what happens. I know our little dog would love to have a friend. So we'll see what happens. But meanwhile, we're back into fall here in Vermont, and the foliage is just kind of happening around us. We're really late this year. Usually this past weekend, the first week in October is usually our peak. It's not even close. We had such hot weather through September. I think it delayed the foliage season. So if you go further north, you go up into the mountains, and we are in the mountains, but not at the high elevation. There's plenty of color to be seen, and but it's going to be interesting this year to see what the warm weather has affected it. I think there is definitely going to be a difference because of that. So we'll see. It's been very dry too, which also impacts foliage. So this past month, I don't think we didn't get any rain till right around the end of the month. So the end of September. Let's see what else. Otherwise, things are for us here in Vermont are okay. I've been busy. I've got projects getting ready for winter. Firewood. I don't think, I think the shipping strikes will affect groceries. Whatever gets imported. Things that get imported from the South America probably, and Central America and Europe. Those things will definitely be in shortage. Basic staples, I don't think so. We have a lot of local dairy farms here. Paper products, for the most part, are, there are paper products from China, but China ships to California. So California is not affected by the strikes. So, people don't know that, but a lot of our paper products come from China now, including just plain old paper. I have a friend in the industry, and he said that they ship the pulp over to China. They make the paper there and ship it back. And you think that would be expensive, but I guess it's so much cheaper to do it there that it's worth it. So, the apple crop this year has been fantastic. We've been twice. We're going picking again Sunday. And I was talking with the local growers and say that they've had a fantastic year for apples. So that's a good thing. And we always get what they now call utility apples. We used to call them drops. The apples that you can't eat, but they're banged up or bruised a little bit. They're great for making applesauce or apple pies, that kind of stuff. But because they're a little banged up, so you have to use them up right away. But yeah, we're doing fine. So I don't know if how far they ship apples. I know I've sent them to Florida to my sister because she can't get some of the varieties we have down in Florida, which is funny. She'll ship us oranges and we'll ship her apples. So, but yeah, so it's interesting. We'll see what happens. But we always are pretty well prepared here. Like I said, we're getting ready for winter. So one of the things about getting ready for winter is we make sure we have a good stock of basic food products that can't expire. So obviously bread and things like that. But I'm good friends with the local dairy farmers, and I can get raw milk if I want it. So and he's an organic farmer, so we have no concerns about you drinking the milk. Although we can pasteurize it if we wish, but there's no need to. And here they also have eggs, and there's a lot of local beef producers around here, and they often freeze a lot of their products, so you can just buy it from them right from the farm. So Vermont's pretty good that way. There's a lot of local stuff. It's not cheap, but it's not crazy, So, but yeah, we do freeze some of our bread. We used to have a good bread outlet here, and they unfortunately closed. And we would buy our bread from them and then freeze it. So, but anyway, but yeah, I haven't seen anything in the stores yet. Well, again, it will take time, I think, for it to happen. I heard the truckers unions rushed all the guys down there. They load up the trucks with as much as they could from the docks before the strike happened, so that there would be no product sitting on the docks. So hopefully that was a help, I think, to get some of the stuff out of there. I think the automotive stuff that comes from overseas will be affected. I think I'm trying to think of what else. Like I say, I know we get a lot of produce from South America. You see stuff from like we just bought some blueberries and they came from Peru. So things like that. So, so we'll wait and see. So anyway, okay. Let me reposition myself here, and I think we will get started. I think I went through all the routine stuff and kind of gave you an update of what's going on here. Almost forgot. I am planning, and I haven't decided when to do it just yet. It won't be on my normal Wednesday night, but I'm planning to do a all Christmas type of auction. It'll be all Christmas items like ornaments and whatever. And I haven't picked time yet or to do that, but it'll probably be sometime this month. That's all I can say for sure. But I've got, I think back what's in the barn right now. I think I've got somewhere in the order of 6 very large boxes of stuff. And that's just what's in the barn. I may have a little more here in the home, but I don't think so. I think most of it's out in the barn right now. So we'll try and plan that sometime very near this month. It'll happen this month. And be some really good deals. I've got like Hallmark ornaments and that kind of stuff. So I think that's it. Yeah. All right. Well, speaking of winter, like I said, I'm getting ready for winter, getting my firewood stacked and split and cut and all that kind of stuff. And and trying to get some of my construction projects done. I put a brand new porch in front of my new door that we just put in. So if you have new door, new porch. That's almost done. So we'll get there. So that's keeping me busy. And I will have to apologize. I don't have Amazon right now, but I totally forgot to do my invoices last week. I don't know what happened in my brain. But anyway, I didn't do any of them. I know for 2 people, they asked me to put them on hold anyway. So we'll see. So I promise I'll get stuff out in the next day after tonight. So for those that want it now, I know some people I'm keeping stuff on hold for now, and when I hear from them, I will ship it. So I'll leave that up to you folks to decide. Okay, so let's switch cameras. Like I said, always start with some non-jewelry stuff in the beginning here. And this is talking about winter. Get an early start here. This is a nice ladies' hat. And it says one size fits all, made by Soothers. It still has the cardboard inside. And I don't know if there's a date on here or not when this was made. Probably not. It's 100% acrylic. From the Gina Group in New York, New York. And it says it is made in China. And $4, I think. So I want to say, oops. I keep doing this to myself and I keep clicking the wrong buttons. We'll do a buy it now, $4. How's that sound? So this to give you an idea what it looks like. It's just a pretty simple. It's new with tags, as you can tell. And over the smooch in the back. It's not dirt, just a piece of dust. I think this was stored in the bin. So, any interest? It's kind of a light purple. color to it. And they say it's a one size fits all. But anyway, I thought anybody would be interested. We'll throw that out there. If not, not a problem. But like I said, there are folks out there in the colder climates, and it's a simple little hat. So, where's the other one? Yeah, just get my next item up. And the next item is pretty interesting as well in its own. Set it off the side here. Yeah, lavender. That's a good description of the color. That is a good description of the color. Yeah. So, yeah, well, we live in a cold climate, so we have lots of hats and coats and mittens and gloves to choose from. So, and actually, some of them are made here in Vermont. So, they actually have one of these outfits. Actually, has a big sale every fall. Usually, I'm sure it's coming up pretty soon if they haven't had it already. And some good bargains there. Used to be had, but okay. Well, we'll pass. Oh, so I need to poke that out there. Let's put that up there so in case somebody's watching the video later, they can see. But we will pass on that, and that's okay. You say I know it seems like it's early, but it's really not for us up north. It does get down in the 40s at night now, and a little on the chilly side. Okay. I got a really interesting. Let me get the. Can we have to raise the camera up a little bit? No, I think I fit it on screen. Yeah, that's good. We haven't really. This is a. How did they describe this? We've had this for a while. This is a. You can see it's a cardinal. It's been hand painted, by the way, on a glass bottle. That's been flattened. Oops! I keep doing this to myself. Good grief. There. Okay. And we're going to start this at $10. And this is hand painted. It's flattened. It's got a place to hang it here. I think, and you can see on the back, it's got this. The ridges are on the back here from the bottom of the bottle, and then there's a little bump right here. So when you can see that this is the side it's painted on. And you can see it says hand painted. So I suspect if you hung it on the wall, you'd probably hang it this way. But if you're going to use it on your countertop for like a spoon rest, which is what we thought might be what the purpose of this was, it would be like this, because it raises it off the table or counter, and you can use it as like a giant holding a really big spoon or spatula or whatever. And it's because it's glass, it's easy to clean, very easy to clean. So, So it says right on it, right there. It'll say, see, hand painted, hand wash only, and it's definitely hand painted. And you can feel the texture of the paint on there on that side, but not on the side, of course. So I thought somebody might be interested in that give as a gift or something like that, maybe, if not for yourself. And I did kind of look these up. I didn't find one just like this, but I found one similar, going for more, obviously more than this. I always give you a better deal here, I hope. If you go ahead and comp this, you'll see other ones just like it out there. Okay. All right. No interest in that, so we will pass on that. Cardinals are supposed to, I know people have talked about there's a special connection with cardinals somehow. I can't recall what it is. I'm trying to pull it blank. Okay. How about, are there any salt and pepper collectors out there? Salt and pepper shakers. These are clear cut glass. There is no label, but the bottoms are smooth. See how polished that bottom is? And then the top is not glass. This top piece that comes off is plastic or acrylic or whatever. And they are not new. They're vintage. Let me give you a close look of it. You can see the cut glass. And we'll start this at $8. If there's any interest. Thanks, Marlene. Appreciate the compliment. But yeah, so I'm gonna hold up my hand because I think it shows it better set against the white background. I actually was tempted to put a slightly faded color as a background to show some of the stuff, but especially the cut glass. We just picked up today. I got an absolutely gorgeous creamer and sugar cut glass that is so heavy. You can tell the quality. It's just amazing. I'll probably show it maybe next week if I get a chance. I didn't get a chance to clean it up a little bit. It was a little dusty. Anyway, but it's in very good shape. No nicks, scratches, dents, or anything I could find. Like I said, the bottoms are nicely polished. But they have been used. There's some staining from pepper there, obviously. Is there any interest? Okay. Oh, what next? Oh, let's do one more and only last piece of clothing. I thought this would be kind of interesting. Find it on my list here. Pardon me, but just bear with me for a second. Oh, I didn't put that up on the screen. Put it on the screen for a second. Oh, come on, I just had that hat. Oh, there it is. Okay. I looked this one up. I had to comp this one because I wasn't sure anything about it, but I think it appears to be unused, this next item. So we'll see here. Let's pass on these and drop that from screen. And so we have a hat. Let me bring the camera up a little bit so it's a better view. There. Super Grandpa. It's a hat. You can see it's the I think it's style of hat they call this. And I should know this, but I don't. But it's got this. That's the back. There's the inside. It's got a little snap in the front. See people wearing the style of hat. I'm going to call it the Grandpa. Oh, cursor in the right place. Grandpa hat. And like I said, I looked this guy up. I couldn't believe what they were asking. Again, what they're asking for this. Whether anybody actually gets this, I don't know. But I wasn't asking what they're asking. But the Grandpa hat. And it's all about golfing, of course. So Grandpa, who's a golfer, Super Grandpa. There's the hat. A little bit of schmutz on here on the side, a little dirty. I think this is let's see what the material is. It says. Oh, it's made by Russ, R-U-S-S. Made in Taiwan, looks like. Let's see what the material is. If it does, I can't make it out. But I don't see, usually if it's been really used, you'll see a staining along the brim. There's a piece of dirt right there. But a Grandpa hat. Super Grandpa, golfer. So, okay. We put that up there. And we'll pass. Okay. Yeah, let's start with some jewelry, I guess. Yeah, let's start with some jewelry. How about we start with a pair of earrings? I'm going to bring the camera down so it's up close. I'm calling these the Red Hat earrings. From what I can tell, I think they're vintage, although they are post earrings. And we'll start these at, let's see, Red Hat. $6. I did find these out there in the world. And so let me turn it around here so you see it properly. It is post on the back. And did not see a name or anything on them. At first I thought they might be Avon, but no, could not find a name. But bring it up close so you can see it better. You see it's got the red hat and the little, well, maybe rhinestones in there, I'm not sure what. But red hats with a black band, gold tone, some stones. That will be the first set of earrings we show tonight. There'll be more. I'm going to, as I do often in the beginning, I'm going to mix things up a little bit for a while, and then we'll predominantly should be showing mostly jewelry and purses. I do have purses tonight. Some interesting ones, I think, that I've not seen anywhere else. So maybe, well, I shouldn't say that. I've seen similar styles, a couple of them, but not just similar pattern. So anyway, that's the red hat earrings. Like I said, they're post earrings. Somebody said, my wife suggested there might be some significance to the red hat. There may be how they use pink ribbons and things like that for different causes, that the red hat might have been for something, but she wasn't sure. These are definitely vintage, so it could be for something like that. But, okay. Oh, I'm trying to make sure I get to everything that's in my preview too. So, okay. Red hatters, those 50 and beyond wear purple clothing and red hats. Thank you. Somebody out there might know or heard of it. Okay. Well, we'll say pass on those. That's all right. Set those aside. I had this in the preview. Let me bring the camera a little bit. It's still too close now. And this is a regular incandescent bulb, but you'll notice it's kind of Christmassy oriented. It's got Santas on it. And it's made by Sunbeam, 25 watt. It's hand painted, it says on the thing. They're art bulbs. And it says, bring a fun atmosphere to any room with these colorful light bulbs. And I assume they mean because the way it shows a pattern, maybe. I don't know if it shows the paint, because if you look at the images that are painted on it, the light would shine through them partly, but they're not, what's the word I'm looking for? They're not opaque, they're translucent. There we go. I knew I'd come up with the right word. So it's a standard base, medium base, 25 watt. I think, okay, so Christmas, I'm going to call this a Christmas bulb. We'll start this at $5. How's that? And I did look this one. I did look this one up out of curiosity to see if anybody else had them out there, and they're out there. But this is obviously brand new. Now, I will guarantee it working. If it doesn't work, I'll refund. So if you're concerned about it not working, I won't. If it doesn't work, I'll issue a full refund. So you just gotta show, just tell me. I'll trust you. So, okay, and that is Christmas bulb, Santa Christmas bulb, made by Sunbeam. Okay, let's go to a purse. This was in the preview, so I'll make sure I show it. I had to look this one up because I didn't know what it was for. We'll see in a second. Let me pass on this. My mom and sister converted to Christianity and not allow images of Santa or Catholic images. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, St. Nicholas was a real person. People He was around. So, okay, cool. We'll pass. That's all right. Okay, pull that. Now I'll have to reposition my camera one more time. Show this purse that was in the... Now, let me get my tape measure here. And I'm going to tell you the brand name in the chat here. Prime Wear bag. And we're going to start this at $7. And let me explain what it is before you put your bid in, because you may not want it when you hear what it's for, depending on whether you're a teetotaler or not. This is a wine carrying bag. So it does have, it originally came with a corkscrew apparently attached to it. But there's the brand name, Prime Wear, on the zipper. The zippers all work. They all work fine. But if you look at the inside, it's insulated. Cool, huh? So what the intent is, you're going to a friend's house and you bring the bottle of wine to give to the host. And guess what? If it needs to be chilled, you can bring it chilled, and it'll keep it chilled. And I think you can put the corkscrew in the pocket here, I guess, if you have one. You can pick those up pretty cheap. So the fact that it's missing the corkscrew is not a big deal. But I had to look this up because I didn't know what it was. And so the name is on there, and it's on the zipper as well. It's the same name, Prime Wear. But its intent, when it was designed to carry a wine bottle. Now, of course, you can carry whatever you want in it. And it's in really, really good condition. In fact, there's a little bit of a plastic thing here on here. It makes me think that this still had was never really used for the original tag was just torn off, but the little piece of plastic that holds the tag is gone. There's no label in the inside, of course, because no, there is. I'll put that back. There's a label on the inside that just warns you about material, probably. And that's about it. Yeah, just instructions. Care instructions, how to clean it and stuff. So I'm gonna guess that I'm assuming it's some kind of. It doesn't say what the material is, does it? I'm looking to see here. Hang on a second. This says to wipe it clean with a warm damp cloth. And it says the outer part is PU PVC microfiber. That doesn't surprise me. But anyway, that's what it is. And you say it's got that kind of a leather alligator skin kind of look to it. But it is not. It's just and it's an excellent condition. You can see it's just really, really good shape. So anyway, I thought I'd put that up there and see if anybody would be interested in something like that. It's an interesting thing I dug out of my bin stuff that I have. I found another bin of purses that I forgot I had. So it's interesting. I still have to dry throat out tonight. I'm going to sip a lot more water than usual. Okay. Well, all right. No interest in that. Maybe somebody will pick up on it later. That's fine. We will pull that aside and zip it up. And this is a vintage. Let me see. Do I want to put that on board? Yeah, I think I will. Okay, so we have a really nice necklace. Oh, I didn't get the length on it. Hang on. Let's take it down again for a second. I'm going to guess this is 18. Oh, no, it's 20. Okay. Really, really nice necklace. And this one is, from best I can tell, let me write it. Let me look at my notes just to make sure I'm telling you something wrong. Okay. So this is as far as I can tell, this is a vintage milk glass necklace. And we will start this. Misspelled necklace. We'll start this at $8. Yeah, screenshots help in emailing. I agree. Totally helps. So I think this is about as close as I can get it and comfortably show it here. And then it has the clasp on it here. Even the clasp has a piece of milk glass on it. And it's this type of clasp where you squeeze and pull it apart, like so. And I just undid it somehow. I just unhooked it. Give me a second. The hook wasn't quite fastened tight. That's interesting. Well, I may have to repair this and pull it for now. Oh, no, this is definitely vintage. All right. No, I'm going to have to pull that, so we'll cancel that. I'll have to fix it. It came when I took when to take the thing apart. The jump ring came unhooked from the hook, so it's an easy. It's a simple repair. I just don't have my tools here with me. So, but if you're interested in it, and I do repair it later, I will repair it later. I will. Oh, just saw a name on it. It's interesting. Give me a second. I'm curious why. I didn't see this before on the back of the feed. Oh, it's made in Japan. Huh. Made in Japan. That's cool. I will fix it. If you're interested in it, just let me know, and I'll fix it more quickly than I normally would. That's too bad. That's a really nice piece too. Nice vintage piece. All right. I will switch to a different necklace. Anybody like purple? Let me look at the length on this. I think this was about 20 or 22. 22. How about a purple necklace? And it's I'm trying to see if it's knotted in between each beads. It is. It's knotted in between each of the beads. It is not cold. So I'm saying this is a faux purple necklace, and we will. My typing is terrible again tonight. We'll start this at. Where did I see my purple here? There it is. $8 start. Like I said, it was about 22 inches, I think. So, and I think it's a barrel clasp on this. No, not. Okay. It's a regular round little gold tone clasp. And so you can see the beads up close, what they look like. Get you a better idea of the color. I think it's actually more of a purple than, when I'm looking at my screen, it looks more blue than purple, but it is definitely purple. Just so you know. Oh yeah? Purple, one of the colors, huh? They do some Mardi Gras stuff up here, but I don't get involved with it. So. Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. And we'll do both at the same time. So these two items that we got that I guess what they are decor. So we'll just show these and let you decide. But okay, so we'll. Oops, I didn't post that up there, did I? Okay. Did I cross off my list? Yes. Okay. We'll pass on that. Okay, let's get this out of the way. Now, one of these boxes was in the preview. I think the larger of the two. This one. You saw this in the preview, maybe not. And then you had, but I also have a companion box to it, which was not in the preview. And they're called, if you look at the title, it says it is Step Back in Time. And so what this is, I'm going to quote this in the chat here first. Let's say we'll start these at $5, and you'll see what they are. Is I think basically it's decor. So there's a hat in this one with a stand for it. And so you can put it like that. And in this one is the matching shoe. So I'm guessing that the intent with these is for, like, you know, something you put on your dresser, I guess. And this is where I'm looking to the expertise out there, folks that might recognize what these are. This is just held in with a little elastic thing here. But yeah, so there's the hat, and it's on a little stand. So, hey, Beth. So I see Beth's in at 5. And we'll say going once for fashionable, but they might go more online. Yeah, I agree. I just didn't want to be honest. I didn't want to try to sell them online. I had no idea what to start them at. So yeah, Beth. I gather the purse strings have been loosened, huh, Beth? They are cute. I can show it up close if you need to see it a bit better, but just to get an idea. But I guess, you know, what the vintage of that's supposed to be, at what era, I don't know. But which one or ones do you want, Beth? Excuse me, while I get another drip of water. I don't know what the lag is tonight. I haven't measured it, but I assume it's the usual 7 to 10 seconds in that range. So, both? Okay. These are yours. Now, I'll redo the packaging as best as I can so they don't get too badly kicked around here. All right. Alrighty, let's see here. Oh, how about go back to some earrings. Move these up closer so I can get a better camera angle. These are shepherd hooks style earrings. I don't, you know, this large, I can't tell. It feels cold to me, but I don't know if that means anything. I can't tell if these are supposed to be shell or acrylic. I'm not even going to worry about it. I'm just going to call these large green earrings. And we're going to start those at, I think, where are we? Sorry, I thought I had it right here, my finger on it in the list here. Here they are, $6. Starting with $6. Again, I'll show them up close here. You can see how they hang. The camera up a bit here so you can see better. And again, I think it looks better against a flesh tone background than. And you can see that's, this is a silver tone on this. There's no markings on it that I could find. And the shepherd hooks have the little safety things on the back. But that's the way they hang. Very. Even these little beads are kind of I think they're like a translucent green as well. So kind of like three different dark green, pale green, medium green, whatever you want to call it. But yeah. So, okay, we'll say going once, going twice. Last call. I don't have a way to test it. I wish one of these days I'm going to get them either Temu or one of these cheap sites and get myself a UV flashlight. I just don't have one. I wish I did. They wouldn't believe how many, because I have all these stones, raw stones. I'd love to see if they fluoresce. I have an old UV bulb, like an incandescent bulb, but I don't think it's the same. I think you need to get one of those really good things. So thank you, Marlene. We'll put that with your stuff. And let me write that down. As soon as I find it on my list here. There goes my pen. Okay. Just one more time, get into something non-jewelry and non-clothing here. I've got a couple of Avon salt and pepper shakers. And these are vintage. Avon salt and pepper. These are not new. And we'll start these at $8. I think you can hear 8 is a lot tonight. So they are definitely Avon. And these aren't the old, these are the old, where they have Avon on the bottom. So and I'll tell you right now, I know they're used because they still have salt and pepper in them, but the salt is rock. You're going to have to clean them out. But they're in excellent shape. So these are glass, except the tops, but the tops are not. So just so you know. So let me just show you up close what they look like. Maybe out there with Avon collectors. You see, they're in really good shape. Ruby red, I think they call them. I believe. Yes, ruby red. I had to look at my notes. Ones that Gothic people like. Oh, cool. Yeah. I'm sure it's just some warm water will take care of probably most of what's in there. But I mean, no, there's a little pepper that does come out. No salt comes out. It's in there. That's okay. All right, focus now. Here we go. Turn this light down a little bit. It does cause some glare sometimes. Anyway, so it gives you an idea what they look like. Okay. I'll post that up there just so anybody watching later will see. And then I'm going to show one other item that I want to make sure I get through some of the items that are in the preview, and then we'll get to some more jewelry and purses. All right, we'll pass on those. No, Beth, we didn't get affected at all. We had rain and wind, but nothing related to the hurricane. It all went to the Midwest. So because it did a left-hand turn, as they say, and headed towards the middle of the country, and then fizzled, and But my sister down in Florida was definitely affected, severely affected. The house is livable. I explained it a lot of it at the beginning of the video, but she's doing okay. Actually, they're out helping their neighbors right now, so they have their power back and they're able to start rebuilding the parts that were damaged. So, but anyway, okay. All right. So, all right, we'll pass. No, we've actually had some. Up till recently, we had hot weather, and our foliage, as I was saying, our foliage season's getting a really late start this year. So, okay, I showed this in the preview, and I said I'd try to explain it. And so, what this is it's a leather covered box. And I found several out there, so I was really confused as to which one this really is. But we'll start this at $8, and I'll show you. Yeah, we've had back in this. Today was in the mid 70s, but we've been in the 60s and as low as the 40s at night, and it's gonna be that way now for a while. We're gonna get some rain maybe tomorrow, and then next week. The weekend looks nice, so that's why we're gonna go apple picking. So anyway, so this is I think a lot of the coloring on this is faded. It's very old. The bottom is this bluish color, which is kind of interesting. And you can see a little bit here where there's where the leather top is, and it's you can see the color is faded. What's really interesting is when you take this thing apart. This is how it's made. It's very thin. And there's the top piece. And you can see they painted it blue on the inside, a little bit of a crease there on that material. It's just and there's no maker's mark or anything on it. But I did find several out there in the real world that were going for some pretty crazy money. But anyway, well, I thought somebody might like it, and like I say, I would, if you're going to clean it very gently. but it is nice. I see Beth at an 8, so we'll say going once, going twice. Last call. Excuse me. I got my COVID shot today, so I'm wondering if that's where my dry throat's from. Sold to Beth for $8. Thank you, Beth. I have no idea what the intent was for it. It doesn't have any kind of a smell to it at all. That inside. I mean, like there was something aromatic in it. As one of my favorite guys to watch out there in his auctions it's where you it's for your stash, as he would say. He would always say, "No, that's gotta be for your stash." So yeah, real world. That's called work. I didn't know. I think I mentioned this last week. I actually had a call last week from a former coworker. As some of you may know, I'm retired. I worked at IBM for 40 years, and then for Global Foundries for 3, and then for another company called Allscripts for another 3 or 4. And the Allscripts company, I worked for them as a software quality engineer, and they are desperate for people. And they called me up, and my coworker called me. She said, if you come, they might like you work part-time if you want to come back. I said, very tempting. So we will see what they make for an offer. If they make a decent offer, I'll be working part-time for them at home, which is really nice. So, okay. Oh, yeah. This is the other thing that was in the preview. I want to make sure I showed it, and then we'll get into some more stuff. Anybody into marbles out there? Now, I'm going to explain that these, I don't think what's in this tin, and I'll show you in a minute. Yeah, Frank, I saw that. I loved watching those guys. They were something. Yeah, him and oil cans. He loved collecting oil cans. And what was the other thing? Well, usually motorcycle related stuff, but oil cans was one of his big things to collect. So, well, anyway, okay. So, get rid of this. And this is marbles. Starting at, what did I say here? $8. Again, I said there's gonna be a lot of $8 stuff tonight. Let me write your name down, Beth, next to the other thing too. I don't want to forget that. Okay, so what's missing here is the shooters, and I started looking at this more closely, and I think this is not the original. Some of the original marbles, but there's a good collection of marbles in here. I would guess there's a lot of there's Cat's Eyes. There's a nice blue one. There are some really interesting ones. Now look at this one. It's not smooth. It's got little dimples in it and little flecks of stuff all over it. There's some plain, there's these white ones like this. This is the one my wife picked up right away. Look at that one. She thinks that's adventurine, and I think I have a tendency to agree. I think it's an adventurine marble. You can see there's a little bit of an imperfection there. The light shows it really well, but that's all more makes me convinced that this is not glass. Is there a year? Hang on, let me put the cover back on. I think because this originally came with games and stuff. I think with a game. 2007. 2007. It does have a barcode on it, so it's definitely not vintage. But it says classic games. When I found this, somebody has it out there, and apparently the original had a pamphlet with it with marble games that you could play. So, but yeah, my wife has a pretty good collection. She decided she did not want to keep this. Now, this one here looks pretty cool. It's sort of translucent. If you can see that. This one's all black, mostly. But this one's all blue. And somewhat, I bet you that one would glow. But I thought, hey, if anybody else out there wants them, like I say, my wife has more than enough in her collection, but the box is labeled 2007, but I think some of those are not the originals. They're all glass. They're all glass. Yeah, these are all glass marbles. And even like I said, this one here that I think that might be adventuring. The rest I think are just glass. I think I didn't see anything else that jumps out at me as maybe this is glass. Like I said, there were some really unusual ones in here, and that like these with the little dimples on them. Let me see if I can get that to show really well close. So it's not smooth. It's actually got a rough surface. So there must be maybe one of the games they have has an intent for these type of marble, and for these ones that are different. I don't know. So, but they all feel like glass, yeah. So I thought, what the heck, I'll throw it out there and see if there's any interest. But oh yeah, huh. There's several companies that make marbles. There's some really good videos out on YouTube about marbles and how they're made, and guys can tell you by looking at a marble what company made them. And there's I think my brain says there were 3, maybe 4 companies, predominant companies that made the marbles. So before China got into it. So this one says, the box says Cardinal on it. I don't know if that's the manufacturer of the marbles or whatever, and whether again, but anyway. So, all right. Your chat stopped. Oh no, I'm seeing you're fine in here. Huh. Okay. All right. Well, we'll pass on that. Again, if somebody's seeing this later, maybe they'll say they want them, and that's okay. All right. Let's go to another purse. Okay. This one is, what was this one? I looked it up. Gianni Bernini. Let me bring the camera up. So I'm going to try and type this in correctly. So bear with me. Gianni Bernini bag. And we'll start this at $12. And so it has the little emblem here, the Gianni. In fact, when I grabbed this, it was crinkling. I said, what the heck? And there was still paper in it. I took the paper out so I can show it. So there's the name. See if we can get that to focus. Yeah, there we go. It's kind of I guess we call it an off-white. I did not see any marks, stains, or anything like that. This is like brand new. It feels like brand new. It's kind of a pale gold trim, I guess you'd call it. There's a pocket there on the front. There's a little pocket on the side. Another one on this side. Another zippered pocket here. Zippered pocket on the inside. It's got a cloth material. And then there's another zippered pocket here, and it's a spot for credit cards, and another pocket. I hope you're seeing that okay. I can't see what I'm showing on camera because it's behind me, or behind me. There's that zipper. That zipper. Let's catch on material here. Yeah, just push the material in so it doesn't catch on it. Oh, that's my fault. I hate it when I do that. Zip the material into the zipper. There we go. Keep doing it. Probably because I'm holding it sideways. There. Well, anyway, you know what I mean. So, and it's the strap. Let me see. Oh, I can give it a length. Let's see the bottom. Looks like it's about a foot across. Where is this coloration? Anyway, but it looks really, really clean. No, nobody bought the other purse, I don't think. So, no. Did have one up there, though. What did I get there? Oh, yeah, that was the wine purse. That was what I'm talking about. Is this one? It did not sell. It is it's a bag designed for carrying wine. It's actually insulated. So, but anyway, that's this guy. I have to say there's a little stain right there on the bottom corner. You don't expect to see that. Nothing serious, but just needs to be probably a gentle wipe. We'll take care of that. Okay, I'll show it again. Sure. What did I do with this one? Yeah, let me just put that up on the screen for the next person coming along. And so we'll pass on this and pop that out of there. Sure, we'll show you, Beth. Get this one out of the way. So this is made by Primeware. There's the tag right there, and there's also the tag here. So there's a small pocket here. The original, I looked it up because I didn't know what it was for. They said it's a wine bag, and so it is. You can see the shape of it, the length, big enough for a wine bottle, and so the inside is insulated, like so. And originally, as I was going to say, it came with a cork screw as well. So yes, I suppose you could use it for insulin. What was I asking for it? I got to go back and look. I was asking $7 for it. So starting bid was, oops, I did it to myself again. So starting bid is $7, right? And I said that at the beginning. Maybe, back, people often when they were invited to somebody's house, they would bring a bottle of wine. Well, you could bring a bottle of cold wine in this, but you can, yeah, sure, it would work for insulin. It's insulated. I don't know how well it just, has that insulation. It's not thick. It's not a thick insulation on it, but you certainly can put something in there with a cold pack, and it would probably work for a while. So, but yeah. And this, what was that about? So I said it's roughly the length of a wine bottle, so it's about 14, almost 14 inches, 13, 14 inches. Or I'd say 14 across. So if you're interested, let me know. You said, you put the 7 in. Sorry, just saw it. Oh, that's cool. All right. We'll say going once, going twice. Last call. Oops. Sold. I typed sold, but it didn't. There. Okay. Let me write your name down. Cool. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And yeah, the box. Okay, let me set that over there. All right, let's go to some jewelry. Look at this really interesting pin. I guess you'd call it Christmassy. At least when I tried to find out anything about it, they call it a Christmas pin. It's a star with some little rhinestones in it and gold tone. So I'm just going to call this a gold tone star. 10. And where was that? $4. Starting at $4. There's nothing on it for names. I couldn't find anything. There's the pin on the back. This you can see what it looks like. It's a regular, pin that you turn. But there it is up close. Again, I find it showing stuff like this in my hand sometimes brings it out a little better than showing it against the white background. There's some green stones in it and some red and gold tone stars. Kind of wire wrapped around it. So, like I say, some call it a Christmas thing, some just call it a star. So, I see Beth at 4. If anybody else interested, it'd be 5. Otherwise, we're going to say going once, going twice. Last call. And it's sold to Beth for $4. Thank you, Beth. Let me write your name down when the bag is in. And my list. Put that with your other items. Okay. I found this interesting little item. I don't know the material. It's brand new in the bag here. Well, but apparently. I mean, this is the way we got it. And I had taken it out of the bag. So we'll just show it here in a second. Just got to check off something on my list here. And some call this a folding purse. I'll explain. That's what I'm going to call it. And I don't know the material. I've seen similar ones that are made out of silk, but I don't know if this one is or not. I don't know much about materials. I have to ask my wife if that's what it is. So I'm just going to start it off at $5. So I took it out of the bag. You see it. And so you open it up. There's a little snap here. It doesn't say much on the snap, but just I think it's the manufacturer's name, of the snap. And then it opens up like so. So I bring the camera up so you can see the whole thing. And so it's got a little pocket there, a little pocket there, and a little pocket there. So when I open it up, that's the outside. There it is. A little folding purse. Cute, huh? The material, it does feel like it could be but it doesn't, to me, feels a little coarser than silk. I don't. It could be though. I don't know. I don't know much. Again, I don't know much about material. I see Marlene at 5. So we'll say going once. 6 would be the next item. Yeah, Asian print. Yep. Going twice. You're not a hoarder. You're just an avid buyer. Last call. So, Marlene. 4, what did I say? $5. Oops. Okay, thank you. And there's the list. There it is. Okay, I'll put it back in this little bag here, keep it clean. And let's see, we're going to do the jewelry next. Let's do this piece. Let's see, this is going to be a necklace. Looks like it's going to be about 16-inch. Get on the board here so you can see it properly. And bring the camera down and over and up a little bit. There we go. So hematite and pearl and gold tone beads. Assuming those are faux pearl. So let's see, hematite, $9 start. Okay, and yeah, here. I think I tested this, but I'm not remember. Yeah, see, hematite is magnetic, right? So there's your test. So I see Beth in at 9. This bid would be 10. It's a 16-inch and it has a barrel clasp, gold tone barrel clasp. And you see the beads there, and we show you the other pearl, and these other beads are, I guess they like a chevron shape. I think is what they call that. And then gold tone all the way down to the base, to the bottom, where you have this larger hematite ring. So, okay. Yeah, I saw that, the prices, yeah. But you know what? I don't know if you guys have noticed, but for those that have gotten packages from you recently, a lot of it's been through UPS. UPS is getting competitive. So it's pretty interesting. But anyway, we'll say going once. Going twice. Last call. Sold to Beth, $9. Thank you, Beth. Put that with your other stuff. And write that down. Okay, let's see. Oh. This is another box that was in the preview. I'm just going to show it to see if there's any interest in it at all. I think these are silver plated. Let me bring the camera down so you can see them. And what one description of when I look these to try and figure out what these are, I call them hors d'oeuvre spoons. And I think if they're a little bit tarnished, so my suspicion is that they're silver, at least silver plated. They don't seem to have, well, they're not magnetic. Let me take one out, just to double check that, because they're kind of stuck in here pretty good. Pardon me. Pardon my fingers. Oh, that doesn't come out of there. There we go. No, not magnetic, but they are metal. They're definitely metal. And so oh, really? That's terrible, Beth. We got UPS guy we have up here is fantastic. So I've seen posts from folks. We have something here called Front Porch Forum, where you can post about events or just questions or looking for services, that kind of stuff. And people often say, "Hey, it says, Amazon says my package is delivered, but it's not here." And they post it out there in case it might have gone to somebody else's house by accident, which happens. But we don't have that much trouble with UPS here. FedEx, I can't say. FedEx is, and a lot of the stuff now, because we're so rural, goes to what they call the UPS post. So UPS delivers it to the post office, and the post office delivers it to us. So this is pretty interesting that happens. But okay, let's go back to the spoons here. What did I write? Get my description proper here. Somewhere here. Where did I write it down? There we are. So I think I'm going to call these silver plated for lack, because I don't think they're not marked, but I think they're silver plated. Let me see if I can spell hors d'oeuvres. Spoons. I can't spell spoons. We'll start it at $8. So you can see each top has a different. Each top of the spoon each has a different emblem on them. I assume that's so there's no confusion as to whose spoon it is. I don't know. I don't. This is something I'm taking a wild shot at guessing. I tried to find out what they were. One site suggested they were hors d'oeuvre spoons. Somebody actually makes these in silver. Someone makes it in silver plated. So I'm just going to say silver plated, and we'll go with that. And if you're getting silver, good. A great deal for you. Hey, Anna. Oh, I see you're in there. So okay, we'll say going once to Anna. Okay, I will get that info out. I have to admit to a screw up on my part. Two of the people last week wanted their stuff held, and I just didn't even think. Anna had a bunch of stuff that she bought, and I forgot to do her invoice. So I'll be doing her invoice right away, first thing in the morning probably, and then I will do yours at the same time. So I'll make sure you get it out there to you tomorrow morning. So, okay, last call. Sorry, delay here. Sold to Anna for $8. Thank you, Anna, and thank you for your understanding. Okay, order spoons to Anna. Okay. And they come in a nice box, nice colorful little box. There's no labeling on the box, interestingly enough. I couldn't find anything. I even pulled the tray they're in to see if there's anything underneath them, and I couldn't find anything. So let me put that with your other stuff over here, Anna, which is right within reach, actually. Yeah, I can understand that, Beth. I'm pre-diabetic, so I'm not on any medication yet. So but believe me, we've been researching it to understand it, what could be happening down the road. So, okay, so that's Anna's. Let that off there. And that's sold. Okay. Oh, I gotta show you these. These are so cute. I don't know what you guys have for Chinese restaurants in your area, but my youngest grandson, who's 16, just turned 16, he loves this one China buffet place. It's what's called the China buffet. And when you go in there, they have this little mechanical cat with a paw up in the air that waves. So, oh wow, really? That's interesting, huh? Because I mean, diabetes is all about the pancreas, right? So that's really interesting. Well, predominantly, I should say predominantly, because of the insulin. That's where it comes from. There are things that can affect it, like your adrenal glands and thyroid. It was something other gland, I thought, but yeah. Oh. But okay. So anyway, these. Let me get that off the screen. So these are how to describe these appropriately here. I'm just going to call these cat earrings. And where did I write those down? It wasn't $5. Start these at $5. They're really cute. And I'll bring it up close here so you can see it better. Give me a second. Free up my hands here. But they're shepherd's hook, a little guard thing on the back, and it looks like they just took it's a lacquer, I think, I suspect, earring. Very thin. It is a silver tone background on it, just to see the background. And but like I say, we go to the local China buffet here. They have these little animated cats, just like this guy, with its paw up in the air that's moving back and forth, waving at you. It's really cute. But yeah. Yeah, if you probably looked at it from a distance, you're right. It probably would look like an owl. Let's see if we can get it to focus up close. Yeah, that's pretty good. Oh, there we go. I know, and I apologize to my Asian friends, but I know there's a reason for it. I know they have the year of the cat, year of the snake, and all that, year of the rat, all those types of things. I don't know if it's related to any of that stuff, but anyway. Oh, 6'2". That's not bad. Huh. Cool. So, oops. All right. Alrighty. No interest in the kitty cats. We will pass on that. Pull that off the screen. All right. Just thought it was cute. Let me see. What do we do next here? Look at my list. Still got a lot of earrings. I should show some more. Oh, that's sold. All right, we'll go with this. More earrings. It's marked sterling. I did not test it. There's an assortment here. And these came from Target originally for $15, $14.99. Read the fine print there. You can see where it says Target Corporation, distributed by Target Corporation. But it is marked sterling. And it says nickel free under that yellow sticker, just in case you're wondering. I did not bother to remove the sticker, but Yeah, my number was right around 6 last time I was there, but they haven't put me on medication or anything yet. So, set of earrings marked sterling. Oh, start these at 7. It's for all 3 sets. And it's still in the original packaging. But full disclosure here. Here's my magnet, and you will see that it doesn't seem to react now, but if it does, it is pulling right where there's a little wire that you pull off the ring to wear it, and that is magnetic. So the broad piece here, the base of it, what you see when you were wearing it, that is silver, but the wire inside it apparently is not solid silver, or not silver, sterling silver. So just that's why I'm not asking a lot for these. They're just not fully sterling. So, but they're brand new on the card. So it's called the New Day Silver Collection. And like I say, what it says underneath here, sterling silver, nickel free. So, all right. Focus. There we go. Yeah, there's a. I wondered if these were intended to be earrings or not, but because they don't actually call them earrings on here. They just call it the Silver Collection. And it's the sterling silver trio, they call it. And I'm thinking, is this for people who do piercings? Maybe. So it doesn't say anything about being an earring. It says Silver Collection features sterling silver pieces, highly durable and designed for everyday wear. But it never calls it an earring. But they come in pairs. That's why I thought earrings. So. Okay. Let me get my phone off my list. And let's do another purse. Actually, yeah, let's do this one. Okay, we'll pass on those. Okay. So I get a cute little purse, and I bring the camera up so I can focus down on it. This is all cloth. Velcro across the top. It's very, very simple. It's got this pouch is lined here with a sort of a reflective material. It's a kind of a plastic lining, and then this is just a cloth corduroy over here. It says "Live, Love, Learn." That's just my inventory tag on it, and it's just a cloth handle on it. We're going to call this the Live, Love, Learn bag. Oh, I didn't want much for this, did I? No, $5 on that. If there's any interest. And it's not very big. It's got little beads in it. All throughout here. It says live, about round. It says Live, Love, Learn. And on top here, a couple beads. This thing is about 9.5 inches high, about 7 inches across. And the other side is just plain cloth pattern, like you see there. No pockets on the outside. It's just a simple little carrying bag for handbag, whatever you call it. I suppose you could use it for lunch bag, something like that. Yeah, lunch bag. That's what Marley, you beat me to it. So yeah, cute little lunch bag. So any interest, I will leave it up there for a second and figure out what I'm going to do next. What are we doing on time? 10:30. Right. We'll pass on that. And we'll pull that and we'll put up another pair of earrings. Bring the camera back down. I'm not sure how well it's going to show up. We'll see here. Oh. Yeah. My wife actually just got Laura Ingalls from Little House on the Prairie. She has a line of clothing. It's made in America. And my wife just wanted an apron that she had. It's really, really well made. She's got a whole line of clothing out there. It's all made in America. Kind of the vintage of what you saw on the show from Little House on the Prairie. So kind of cute stuff, actually. She's thinking about buying one of the dresses, actually. Black and silver earrings. We'll start these at, I didn't think it was much. $5. Let me show it in my hand because the background here does not do it justice. They're shepherd's hooks, as you can see. And yeah, show you what they look like. So these are stone. This is definitely stone. Very cold to the touch. I don't know what kind of stone. I don't think it's onyx. I just don't know. And then the silver tone pieces around it, and then the beads on the bottom. Focus now. 1. I see Bethan at 5. Anna, you have to come out at 6 if you want them. Santa's at 6. There they are. That shows them nicely. And they're pretty long. I would say, overall, I'm going to say they've got to be close, not including the hook. Probably, about just a little over 2 inches, maybe 2.25 inches long. So we'll say going once, going twice. Last call. And sold $2, $4, $6. Ooh, my screen just went blank. I hope that. Oh, there we go. They're back. Thank you, Anna. Let me put that with your other stuff. Get that out tomorrow. And write your name down. Okay, I have another pair of earrings. I think these are simple posts. Kind of I assume that they go like that. I'm just going to call these, what's the best name for them? We'll go back to my thing here. We'll call it a crystal earring. How's that sound? Oh, yeah, the tea kettle. Yeah, that was. We'll call these a crystal. Oh, my word. Crystal earrings. And I don't think I was asking too much for those. $5 also for those. I'll show up close. These are post style earrings. Oh, my screen keeps going blank. I hope that's not affecting you guys. Now, there we go. There's the backs. You'll see that. There's the front. Just see if I can get it without the glare. Oh gosh, I keep getting this thing with the earring with the. Trying to get it without the glare here, so let's see if I can. There, that's a little better. Yeah, if it'll focus. But there they are. Unusual. Oh. My screen keeps freezing up. I hope that's not affecting you guys. I'm getting these. That's okay. Yeah, and then it blacks out. Yeah, that's what I was getting. Yeah, blacking out. So, okay. Let's see what's within reach. Oh, I got one more purse. Oh no, two more purses. All right, this one is another little small handbag. I guess you could call it. It's similar to the other lunch bag you saw. Let me bring the camera up and get some better light on it. There. Yeah, circles. Yeah. Oh, there it goes again. Why is it doing this? Let me just check my computer here, see if there's anything running in the background that's not supposed to be. It's saying that Firefox is using up a lot of my CPU, my system, but huh? Yeah, hang on. I'm going to kill some stuff that's running in the background here. Might cause me a problem. Okay, let's see if that fixes it. Ay. This is weird. Yeah, kill this too. There. I keep going in and out here. Off and on, off and on. Okay, let me just type this in the chat here. Bag. Wasn't as much for this, was it? $5 start on this one. If it ever comes back. I don't know what's happening with you guys, but it keeps going in and out, in and out. Pictures there and then it's gone. Pictures there and then it's gone. So I'm hoping that you're not seeing too much interruption. I see Anna in at 5. Thank you, Anna. So there's the inside. It's a Velcro thing on it. And there's the Union Bay label inside, as well as the one on the outside. Oh, it was on the outside. And there's a zipper pocket on the inside. And so it's all cloth. This is an all cloth bag. There's the back side. There's the bottom. And it's got a really hefty strap on this thing. It's almost like a canvas strap on it. It's really rugged. But we'll see. Anna's in at 5. And we're coming here, so we'll say going once, going twice. Last call. And sold to Anna for $5. Thank you, Anna. It's pretty, very interesting pattern. All right, and we'll put that with your stuff over here. Look at the handles left. this little necklace. Almost forgot this one. Very tiny little delicate necklace. I think it's not really, no. Let's see, without the extender, it's quite short. It's only, this looks like 16 inches maybe. And this is made by, it's ICING, Icing. I guess that's a name. Let's put this up and show it. This is a really, really delicate little necklace. Let me just bring the camera down and over. Whoops. Bring it closer. I'm waiting for the picture to show back up on my screen because it's. I keep going out in and out on my screen. I'm hoping that's just me. So, okay, so you can see this really delicate little necklace, and it's kind of a pink chain. Show that up close. There's the extender, and you can see it's quite a long extender on it, and the lobster claw style clasp. Lobster claw style clasp. There's the name on it, Icing, ICING. And at the end, at the base of it, it's so delicate, it keeps falling out of my hand here. At the base of it is this little gold tone heart. If you look up close, it's not just a plain, it's got little dimples in it, whatever you call it, but $3 start on that. I'll put that in the chat if you'll give me a second. Sorry, I didn't hang out very well, did I? Pink chain with pendant. Starting bid of $3. Oh, Icing is it's just a kind of clear. I should have looked it up, but I didn't have time. I recognized it anyway, but it's cute and very delicate chain. Really, really, really lightweight. Yeah, that's a better. Things a little better. Oh, the weather's not good, huh? Not seeing chat, but listening. Oh, that's interesting. Now I'm actually running pretty good right now. Now it's all of a sudden been better. Weird. Okay. So $3 start on that. Is there any interest in that little guy? Otherwise, I'm going to. I got one written down. I've got one more bag. I think. Yes. We'll show after this. Okay, we'll pass on this. Put that away. And I actually have a ton of earrings tonight. I want to save a few for next week, I guess. Let's see if I get anything that's remotely interesting. Actually, I'll show this. And then I'll show what in the purse. I have. Let's get out of the bag. It's brand new in the bag. And I'm just going to get it out. If I can, open the bag. If it will let me. This is a really interesting keychain. I've got a pair of them actually. They're brand new. I don't know if anybody likes keychains, but this is an interesting little pattern on it. And I've got two of those. So if you're interested in one or the other, there's the other side. And we'll start this at, oh, good grief. We'll start this at $2. How's that sound? Oh. So there's one. And I had to say another one. They're both brand new. They're pretty heavy. Anybody interested in a keychain? I've got two of them, so I will say that you each get one. Okay. Sold to Marlene and Anna for $2 each. How's that sound? Here's the second one. Still in the package. See, still in the package. I had to take this one out just because the package with the lighting does weird things. But cool. Alrighty. Thank you. Write that down. All right. I actually have more purses within my reach. Oh, geez, I almost forgot this guy. I didn't have this in the preview. My wife came across this, and it's a really unusual piece. And if you're not familiar with what it is, it's a butler pan. I think not pan. That's not the right word. But when butlers would clean the table with crumbs, now usually they came with a brush. This is all aluminum. It's made by, sorry, it's a little glare here. It's hand wrought by Rodney Kent Silver Company. Let's see if we can get that to focus without the glare here. There. There we go. Just turn the light away. It's a 428. I have no idea what that means. This is all aluminum. It's hand hammered. You can see it's got a pattern on the top. So yeah, not for popcorn. It's a butler's tray, not a butler's tray. That's the word I'm looking for. If I Googled it real quick, I could probably find it again. Give me a second. I know I had the right name for it. Because she originally thought it was that it might be silver, but no, it's aluminum. Goodness, we're having all kinds of problems tonight with the internet. Silent Butler. There we go. Crumb catcher. So, we'll start this at $10. How's that sound? Oops, I misspelled catcher. Right. Correct that. Yeah, so I looked these because I didn't know what it was, and she was guessing as to what it is, but that's what it's called, a Silent Butler crumb catcher. So it is probably vintage, I would guess, from maybe 30s or 40s, but it could be newer than that. It's possible. The one I looked up that matches it. Yeah, they're going for like $20 to $30 in that range. There's lots of different ones out there, types of, but this one here was. Yeah. Anyway, I thought interesting piece. It's all aluminum. So okay, just as I say. Okay, cool. So I'll put that up there in the description so I can, in case somebody looks at this later. We will pass and go on to another purse. Excuse me. Okay. Now, this one is a Lulu Townsend. Clutch. And we'll start this one $8. And we'll show you what it looks like close. So there's, open up, and there's the Lulu Townsend name inside. And a little pocket. And it's just a clutch. So it's nothing, it doesn't have a latch. It's got a really heavy metal trim. There's the back, kind of that alligator skin look. Green. No, I don't think it's leather. It's got a cloth interior. I couldn't find any kind. There's a label here. Hang on, let me see what the label says. I don't think it's leather. It says made in China, so I suspect it just says made in China. But no, I don't think. I think it's polyurethane or whatever. So no, I don't think it's leather. Doesn't feel like leather. But anyway, I don't know if anybody answered. It's a kind of a green, a darkish green. The color's actually shown pretty good on there. But it is not. No, I don't think it's leather. But it's a good size clutch. It's got to be a foot across anyway. 13 inches across and about 6 inches tall. But dressy, I guess, is the best way to put it. So. Okay, and we'll probably wrap this up pretty early tonight. Usually I try to finish by 11 anyway. I'm just trying to look around, make sure I didn't forget something that was in the preview, and I don't think I have. We do have other items I could show that I really haven't planned on showing. Let me do one more. What the heck? Okay. All right, well, that's up there. Let me just look up something really quick here because I can't remember what I was going to do with this. Oh, yeah. Yeah. This is going for an, I don't believe it's, anyway, let's pass on this purse and pull that out of there. And pull it out. Okay. So I have an interesting music box. It's electronic. It's illuminated. It's made by Mr. Christmas. I'm familiar with Mr. Christmas products because I used one of their products when I first started doing my Christmas lights. And so this is brand new in the box. I can't believe what people are asking for this stupid thing. I'm taking it out of the box. I put batteries in it so you can see it and how it works. It's really stuck in there. So it's got a really pretty box, nice wooden box. And when you open it, I think you can hear that. So I've got it set for Christmas, but it plays 25 Christmas carols or 25 year-round classics. You have a switch on the back that turns it on and off, and a switch that tells you whether it's going to be Christmas or not. And so it doesn't play continuously, just so you're aware. It only plays when you open the lid and or turn it on. So when I close it, it shuts the light off. And on the back, there's the switch and the volume control. There's the batteries, takes 4 AA's. There's a switch for Christmas. So if I push this switch down, and then we'll bring it back again. And so the inside of it, it's a really nicely lacquered finish box. So let me get rid of that. Let me hide that. So Mr. Christmas music box. We'll start this at, oh boy, like I said, I know what they're asking for it out there. I don't want to ask that much. I don't think it's fair. Especially, I'm assuming because it's new in the box, I assume it's okay. But boy, I don't know. I'm gonna start it at $15, and if you guys think it's worth it, go for it. Whatever. And of course, it comes with all original packaging. So if you want to give us a gift, but every time you open it, it plays a different tune. I see Beth at 15. It could be used as a jewelry box. Yeah, it's just a big empty box. So you can use it wherever you want. They call it a wooden keepsake box with sliding cover, backlit artwork, plays 25 Christmas carols or 25 year-round classics. It's got it in 4 different languages on here. And that's what they call it, a wooden keepsake box. How's that? Does that make more sense? So, and still have the original paperwork and pamphlets and everything, how to use it. Even has the gold label collection. Thank you for purchasing. They have a postcard in here that I guess it's the warranty. Yeah. Huh. Okay. So yeah, cool, huh? So all right, we'll say going once. Going twice. Last call. Nobody bidding 17. It's gonna go. Sold to Beth. Thank you, Beth. Beth, just so you know, I saw a place called the Music House Shop selling this for $50. So, and somebody else is selling it for, well, this is in Europe, so it's in euros for $80. 80 euro. Sorry, 80 euro. I have no idea if it's really worth that much. Because again, when you see something listed like that, is what they're asking for. It's not what necessarily what they're selling it for. So I've not seen it on eBay. So, or when I looked, I didn't. So it's cool, but I think you'll like it. I will take the batteries out so we don't freak out the postman, just in case it does go off by accident somehow. But yeah. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. Well, we were chatting about, I should say, I'm talking about it. You guys are chatting in the chat about it, about the ports. It's only the East Coast, East and Gulf Coast that are affected. West Coast is not. So anything coming from China still gets here, which is our, big thing. But I was saying stuff coming from South America or Central America, like fruits and vegetables, because when we're off season here, we're getting it from there. And their summer's coming. Their spring is now. Our fall is, starting, but their spring is starting in the southern hemisphere. So any crops coming from there might be not happening. So, but yeah, so there'll be some things. But there are other things. I was just saying that we were in pretty good shape here in Vermont. So And my wife and I, we always stock up for Christmas anyway. I'm gonna switch cameras. I'm all done selling, so yeah, we're all. We always have we always have a lot of stuff, and so we'll yeah, we won't starve. We have the one of those things that's supposed to last for 25 years, kind of thing. So good night, Marlene. So yeah, we'll be okay. And we keep. My wife has everything stored in proper methods and everything like that. So we'll be okay. Like I say, a local dairy farmer just down the road I can buy milk from directly. So and eggs, either from him or from my neighbor. So we're good. And a lot of local farmers here that sell beef and chicken. So yeah, as long as we don't lose power, we're okay. And I have a generator, so we don't lose power. But, yeah, but we have a whole room that's got our stock for winter. We basically getting ready for winter because you never know what's going to happen. Our winters have been mild for the past 3 years, so we've been okay. But that doesn't mean this year. Yes, I'm glad you showed up. So I'm glad the person can be helpful. So, but I mentioned, Beth, I'm going to try and pick a night sometime this month, separate from this. That's going to be all Christmas. And so I will work on planning that out. And I haven't quite figured out when, but we'll do that. So I will get on invoices tomorrow, except for those I know that last me to hold stuff, which is fine. I've got 2 folks I'm holding stuff for right now, and that's okay with me. And I'll get that out to you, Beth, first thing tomorrow. So, and I think that's all I have to say for the night. I hope you all have a blessed evening, what's left of it, and you guys have a great weekend coming up. We're looking forward to it. Time with the family, picking apples. So we do it every year. So fun, fun, fun. Oh, let me get rid of that message up on the screen. There we go. Okay. Have a blessed night.